Connor, you had an intro for us?
Can't cold open like that. Talk about tanning my dick again.
No, I don't want to talk about, like...
It's a real problem I'm having, right? I'm wanting to full body tan. Because I don't want to only tan my upper torso and, like, my lower legs. Because when you wear the swimsuit, your thighs get obscured, right?
Buy a home. Get a backyard.
You've
naked
got
in your backyard.
Okay.
Unless I own my own place. Obviously, which I don't. So how do I tan my naked self elsewise?
Like, go to a tanning salon. There's a tanning salon just up the street.
That's synthetic.
Yeah, that's synthetic.
That's fake sun.
I'm about that cancer tan.
That good Arizona cancer tan.
I've gotten a lot more moles recently. Or not, like, yeah, I think I got cancer.
You're getting that cancer tan. I thought I had cancer.
Cancer's bad.
I still think I have cancer. I don't know.
In any case, non-relevant audio listeners, visual listeners will know we're playing Justice today. Welcome to the Justice League podcast, episode 23. This week we got another hour of us bitching about DC.
Oh, God.
It's been a good week in terms of there's been a lot of news, but there's been a lot of bad news. So it's been a good bad week, or a bad good week. I'm gonna call it a bad good week because I like the news. I like the news coming out. I just don't like what it is. So I guess we'll start with probably the biggest one, and we'll kind of trickle down from there. There's going to be a second DC cinematic universe.
Yeah, like alongside non-related second DCEU going on.
So we'll have, so far, Man of Steel, BVS, Wonder Woman, Justice League. That's going to be all canon DC cinematic universe.
Yeah.
And then standalone.
Oh, Suicide Squad.
Oh no, Suicide Squad and the standalone Joker.
That's
not the Joker Harley Quinn.
No. The Joker Origins is second DC.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
so those 5 movies are our main line.
We're just having a Zelda timeline of DC.
It's basically DC going, hey, we couldn't do Marvel's Cinematic Universe after trying it, so we're going to do 2 to make up for it.
So next one is going to be, I believe, first film in it will be the Batfleck, which we'll get back to this. Batfleck standalone Batman, the Joker standalone film, a Joker Harley Quinn standalone film, possibly Suicide Squad 2 might take place in this one. They haven't
I'm almost
specified.
positive it's going to be mainline.
And then we don't know where the Flashpoint film is going to fall. That one is just kind of in its own thing. So this is kind of a big deal in terms of having their shit together.
Yeah.
And that they don't. In
they
such
have
a
no
big
idea
way.
What they're doing.
I mean, we
really should have seen all this coming the moment they hired Joss Whedon.
Yeah,
to be honest.
That was sort of the red flag, I guess, was once they turned to him.
It was like a burning red flag.
And this all really kind of came through yesterday and this morning, and it was just like morning, afternoon.
Back to back, this thing, not this thing, this thing, here, this news. Bad news, continue bad news.
And Casey Affleck had like the worst interview, because he's just a bad person apparently, where he's just like...
What do you mean a bad person apparently?
He was just sitting there like...
No. He passed his certification.
He passed the emissions test, so he gets the pass on raping women or whatever.
No, yeah. So he was he's talking about his own standalone film in an interview, and naturally they're like, "Fuck you, let's hear about your brother and what's going on," and he just kind of sits there like in the most fumbling, like it was hard to read, he's probably not even doing that anymore. I think I think he abandoned that. I don't know. I think I'm just joking, but I think
I'm just joshing with you.
It's a brother thing, but yeah, he's done with that. But I don't know. I'm joking. That's seriously like how it was.
I'm not gonna say that he's leaving, but I'm just saying during Flashpoint they're gonna reset the DC cinematic universe. I'm gonna be Batman.
And I'll be Batman. Bruce Wayne's long lost brother, which is an arc in some comics.
Yeah.
Casey Affleck is new Batman.
Uses guns and he gropes women.
No, that's Thomas Wayne. That's
that's who Casey Affleck. He's gonna use guns
and
grope women.
His dad, his brother's dad.
His brother's dad.
That's kind of weird.
Guns and sexual assault allegations.
That's some like George R. R. Martin stuff.
But, so, I mean, Michael's theory kind of coming together the more we're hearing about this,
Right.
where it was, you know, if they just say this is going awful, let's just retcon everything. And, you know, once they announced Flashpoint Paradox, that was perfectly possible, especially because Flashpoint will have alternate castings for, I believe, every character. So,
Even
you know,
Flash.
Even Flash. So if they decided, you know, that, yeah, we're going to just totally retcon, here's their opportunity to do it.
Yeah. It's... Honestly, I'm not looking forward to Flashpoint because they need to lie in the bed they've made.
I really want them to just see it through, and if it fails, just do standalones. Just give up on the whole universe thing. Just make some standalones and maybe some crossover
Honestly,
films.
the movie I've been looking forward to is the Batman standalone, and the more I hear about it, the more I'm sad.
I mean,
Yeah.
so you got Ben Affleck, I'm going to write, direct, and star. Then,
Yeah, that's that shit got me hard.
I'm not directing anymore. Also, a day later, the director's getting a new script from scratch. And then, like, 2 weeks later, also, I'm not even in it.
Yeah, it's very frustrating, to be honest.
It kind of makes me think...
Loved Batfleck in BVS, and I was so ready for his own Batman film, especially after he cited Batman Arkham as inspirations for his script. I was all fucking behind it, and then Warner Brothers is like, hey, so you're busy all the time, so we don't want you doing it. And Matt Reeves is like, I'm a guy. I did this really weird Planet of the Apes thing that was somehow successful with, what's his name, likes Twinkies, and
Sure.
Caesar, Golem,
Okay.
whoever, Ulysses Claw.
No idea who you're talking about, but sure.
Andy Serkis.
Oh, okay.
He does every mocap.
Yeah, I
He's the
know
mocap
who
guy.
Andy Serkis is, but this rambling of facts about him did not lead me
How
to
does that
think
not,
of him.
You don't think of Caesar or...
I don't know
think
how-
of Cesar Chavez?
I don't know how you got on the subject of Andy Serkis, because you were talking, I love Batfleck,
Matt Reeves
and then 2
did
minutes
War of the
later,
Planet of the Apes.
2 minutes later,
Matt
Andy
Reeves did
Serkis.
I made the connection. War for Planet of the Apes. Matt Reeves.
It's not.
If I repeat it enough, you
not
will get
gonna-
on board.
I just don't
Matt Reeves.
care about the fact
No,
that
I
Matt
hate
Reeves
it.
did War of the Planet of the Apes. Like,
You
good
should.
for him,
Yeah.
I guess.
It's
It's the one I didn't see, and
I
don't
didn't
feel
see any of
bad
them.
for not seeing it.
I saw the one with
Franco.
Franco,
Mhm.
and it wasn't bad. Like, it
I
wasn't
liked it.
a Planet of the Apes movie per se, which is why I really enjoyed it. It was just some offset kind of
Is
medicinal
it
evil
humans planet with apes, or is it apes planet with humans?
film. Exactly.
I could care less. There's not really any plot going on.
There's
Why
plot.
plot?
They got Zika. There was a map and everything.
Yeah, Zika. Did you know that James Franco's an oil baron?
Shit.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, his dad in that movie is in Daddy's Home too. Has a dad in that too.
Harry and the Hendersons.
Double
God,
dads.
What's that guy's name? John Lithgow. There we go.
Yeah, John Lithgow.
No, he played great Alzheimer's daddy.
He did. And he's gonna play great, like, whatever stupid gay daddy.
Make out with Will Ferrell daddy.
Ooh, real
what?
weird.
Yeah.
Why?
So in the trailer for Daddy's Home 2, Will Ferrell's dad comes in and they kiss each other on the lips at the airport.
For like 5 seconds.
Like, it wasn't just a... It was a...
They were way.
Like,
they were
a
getting it on.
smooch. It was a thing. It was weird.
But back to the theme of today, which is the
Justice
clusterfuck that
League.
is Justice League.
Actually, Justice League isn't the clusterfuck today.
No, it's actually everything surrounding the Justice League.
Anything else that Warner Brothers doing DC is a clusterfuck.
We actually kind of have good news.
Almost
about
good news with Justice League. Somehow
In the-
it came out on top this week.
Yeah, so the soundtrack released, just the tracks released early, and some diehard Imagine Dragons fans, all 3 of them, saw it.
Right? Yo, right though?
And notice, hey, there's a song called Unite the Seven, but there's only 6.
Counting
Which-
Superman, who still, like, is confirmed, but we have no idea
They
his
still won't. They're like, oh, there might not be Superman.
Superman's not
We
going
only
to
had to
the
redo his mustache.
God, it's just been And the fact that's what annoys me is they keep pretending like he's not gonna be in it or like it's somehow
And then they
a
put out
surprise.
posters and T-shirts with Superman.
But no, so
somehow
the
they
Seven,
fucked up everything.
and actually, Director Man fucked this up a while ago.
Which one?
Snyder fucked
well,
it
that
up
was,
a while ago.
It was what he was wanting.
He kept saying "Unite the Seven" early
It was
on.
studio that didn't want him to be saying
And they
that
were like,
for
hey, stop
marketing
saying
or
that.
whatever.
It's supposed to be a secret. Green Lantern's supposed to be a big surprise. And he fucked that up way early. But
Yeah.
people kind of forgot. And
Yeah,
now
they
this
did.
just sort of rehashed. So Green Lantern is number 7. And if it's not, they done fucked, I guess. Because if they pick just about... If it's Martian
Raven.
Manhunter, maybe I'd be down.
No, it's got to be Raiden, actually. We're going for the best
That Mortal Kombat
character.
Cinematic Universe crossover into the DC. You know what? Injustice Cinematic Universe. I'm down.
That's what they've been doing, though, with BVS and now Flashpoint. That's what they're going for.
I want it. I want to see...
I was behind a Snyder Injustice cinematic.
I want Raiden in it. I want Sub-Zero. I want Predator.
Hellboy's gonna be there.
I want Hellboy. I want anybody who could possibly be in Injustice or has been. We'll also have like a horror films because they've got
Jason,
Jason,
Xenomorph,
Freddy,
Aliens,
Alien, Leatherface,
Who is
Freddy.
Leatherface?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Gotcha. Okay.
Freddy was in one of them.
Yeah, we'll just get all of these.
Kratos.
We'll just keep mashing
Was
shit
Kratos in one?
Kratos was in MK9.
Was it? Oh, I thought I was gonna say, wasn't he just in that Sony fighting game that they did?
Link is
Sackboy
no wait.
was in it.
I'm thinking Soul Calibur.
That's Soul Calibur.
Yeah,
We could get Spawn in there.
Ooh, Spawn
Fuck
would be
Spawn.
cool.
What is with Spawn?
Spawn's cool.
No, he's not.
He's bad
okay.
and angry, but he's good and angry. And that's his backstory.
I'm coming back, child. You better watch out.
And he fights clowns, which makes him inherently good.
I do not understand Spawn.
He fights clowns.
Todd
And it's from
You have
McFarlane.
not helped at all.
Todd McFarlane said, "Hey, I've got an idea for a thing. Like, okay, is it cool looking? It's cool looking. Does it have a plot? It's cool looking.
I think it's good.
Hey, the visual effects
Spawn
for
is
it were
fun.
good for the time. Like,
Spawn's
they're very
cool
fucking
looking.
Great.
That's what I said.
Oh, you're talking about the movie, not the comic.
I'm talking about
Fuck
the
the
design.
comic.
No, he hated that movie. He like keeps denouncing it over and over
That movie never happened.
because he didn't have enough control. It was shit. So now in the upcoming one, he's got like equal parts power as anybody else on the project. That's actually a huge thing, is that his hands are all over the upcoming Spawn remake.
They're what?
Or I guess redo.
Ah!
They're redoing Spawn. They're gonna have a standalone.
You know what?
And McFarlane has way too much
I
power.
actually own like a collection of all the Mortal Kombat movies, and for whatever reason, Spawn is
It's
in
number
there.
4. Yeah, it's
Spawn is the
it's
fourth
Mortal
Kombat.
Kombat,
One-
Annihilation,
Yeah,
Armageddon,
yeah.
and
Spawn.
Spawn.
Wait, so Spawn and that weird TV show are in the same universe?
It's got to be now, because I want it to be. The animated Spawn movie is pretty good. The standalone just has weird effects. It made me hate clowns even more, which is
How can
unfortunate.
you hate clowns more?
You
Why
know,
did you not? Why were you not at maximum clown hate?
So last year, when all the clown murders were happening in
Yeah.
those like West Virginia type states,
Yeah.
there was around the same time It also came out. The trailers and stuff. And I read an article about a clown, like a professional clown, who is just kind of lamenting the fact that his industry is basically screwed. The
His
practice-
industry has been screwed for years.
the practice of clowning has been dying over time, and it's only gotten worse in recent years. And it made me realize that clowns are actual human beings who take up to study a theatrical craft, who take pride in, being performers and entertainers and, at one point bringing joy to children. And now they're just fucked.
You lost me when you called them real human beings.
You
real
lost me
human
when you
beings.
said joy.
So
They don't bring joy. They bring fear and desolation.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the humans behind the clown.
There's no human behind a clown. There was only
In the
clown
porn I watched, there
inside
was.
a human.
There was human behind clown inside clown, and then there was also he flipped it on him, and then there was
Right.
clown inside human.
Was the
I'm
human
really
still
hoping
inside
this
the
was
clown?
animated.
I love plot twists. Suddenly it's like, oh yeah, he's really getting it on, and then flipped and like, oh, where'd that dick come from?
Oh, it was from his clown car.
It was his father all along, hiding
Oh
in the
man,
closet.
that's okay. We make a porn with the clown, and he's got a tiny clown car like on top of his penis, and it's like, oh, it's laughable. You have
And
a
when
tiny
he
dick.
jizzes,
And
no,
then
tiny
infinite
clown.
penises
No,
come out?
he takes the clown car off, and giant fucking dick is somehow packed
No,
up in
clown
there.
cars don't pack one giant clown. They pack a lot of regular clowns.
Okay, so he's
so
got,
he's got
18...
like 30 dicks.
No, like when
normal
he
penis.
comes, just a whole bunch of tiny clowns come out of his dick.
That's all.
Oh man, that's a horror
That's way
film.
worse. Yeah, no, that's now
like
it's a real horror
nanobots.
film.
Oh, I do not want that at all. You know what I
Yeah,
do
you do.
want?
Nano clowns.
I do want this
Metabots?
Joker Harley Quinn standalone film to be
Why?
good.
No, it's a Joker origin movie.
No, there's a second one. There's a joke. There are
There's a Joker Origins
there are
movie.
right now
There's
5
a Joker
movies.
and Harley movie. There's a Harley standalone movie. There's Suicide Squad 2. And then there's, I think, a Gotham Sirens movie.
so there's 5 movies upcoming that'll have I think it's like 5 with Harley Quinn and 4 with Joker. And the Joker standalone I think will be interesting. We don't really explore
No.
that, so I just want to
It's
see
gonna
their take on
basically
it.
the
No,
whole
I didn't
thing-
say it's going to be good. I said it's going to be interesting.
it's
I
It'd be
fell in a
interesting.
vat of chemicals. Ah.
Because they never really explore that, and if they do, it just kind of gets swept under the rug. I like that they're going to be forced to have something, and I just want to see what they go with. I'm just
You know what they're
curious
gonna
to see
do?
what they do.
He walks out of the vat. That's the start of the movie. He fell in the vat.
You want to
that's
know
it.
how I got these scars?
No. He falls into that. He walks out of that. Film's over.
Falling
it's a 5-minute film.
As he's falling into the vat, and
I'd
it's
pay to
like,
see
you
it.
might be wondering how I got myself into this situation.
Flashback to beginning of film,
Hate
and
you
he's
guys.
just a normal guy having a good time, doing card
Having
tricks.
a good time, having a good time. My
You know-
wife is pregnant and I need the money to... I don't know.
We need to stop letting you sing.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
no more
It
singing.
always just ends in the middle of a line, and you're like, ah.
Ah, I fuck it.
How
It's
to
kinda
sing do?
How does sing work but do?
I didn't see that movie. I want to know.
You
What?
know what I want? Not Joker, as much as I do love that card throwing maniac. Channing Tatum's Gambit. He's still
The moment
trying.
you said card throwing maniac, I'm like, wait, Joker Gambit?
No, he's still.
Is
he's
that
the
like a
only...
Spawn crossover? Gambit's in DCU?
Oh man, that'd be weird. No, he's like, and it's only Channing Tatum. Other people are just letting him try to get this to happen, but he's like the huge drive behind it. Every year, it's like there's just a meeting every year. Hey Channing, how are you doing? That Gambit movie though, and they're like,
Gambit.
fucking shit, Channing. We told you maybe 8 years ago the Wolverine was a failure. Or no, that was
wasn't
Origins.
him.
Origins.
That was John Carter.
John Carpenter?
John Carter. He was in X-Men Origins.
John Carter Barpenter.
He did Battleship.
No, I know. He was in X-Men Orange's Tangerine.
Who was in Battleship? Liam Neeson?
Liam Neeson, Rihanna.
How did he... Rihanna?
What?
Rihanna was in Battleship.
No.
Yeah. She played like one of the like head boat people, whatever ship titles are.
You lie.
She was straight up in Battleship. That was a huge thing. And didn't do any musical parts for it, strangely enough.
Yep. She really missed out.
Yeah, I mean, she could have done her Valerian bit just on a ship for no reason, really.
That'd have been cool.
I would just want that.
I'd rewatch Battleship if that was in it.
Not just for Liam Neeson?
No.
What about Liam Neeson's knees, son?
Terabad. Absolutely Terabad.
Thank
Can we
you.
get someone else on the podcast?
You probably could, in all honesty.
Now casting for...
Hey, if you're interested on being in the MoistyVoice,
and
move
you
to
live in Arizona,
like Tempe area,
Mesa, Tempe, Phoenix area.
you need to kill Michael.
Yeah, just kill me. If you, keep what you kill. That's the rules of the MoistyBoiz.
Alexander Skarsgård, Liam Neeson, Rihanna, and
Alexander
Taylor Kitsch.
Skarsgård? Wasn't that Tarzan?
I think so. Taylor Kitsch is the guy you're thinking of, by the way. If I'm not
Wasn't he
mistaken.
also in a war movie?
I don't
He
know.
did what Michael Keaton's doing with that shitty O'Brien kid. Dylan. American Assassin is bad.
Yeah.
All
That's where
movies
you're-
coming out are bad.
There's a lot of shit coming out. And a lot of
Man.
good stuff that came out. Like Logan
September-
Lucky and
Oh my
Baby
god,
Driver.
Logan Lucky.
and-
If you haven't seen Logan Lucky, it was amazing.
We'll plug that right now.
We will plug it.
First watch Hamlet 2, Then watch
Yeah,
Logan
no,
Lucky because
actually,
there's a callback.
We're not going to plug Logan Lucky. We're going to plug Hamlet 2.
No, we're plugging Hamlet 2 to plug Logan Lucky.
Fair enough. Because Hamlet 2 is a phenomenal film.
Everyone's favorite wire workers in
Logan
spirit
Lucky.
come back in Logan Lucky.
Really?
Yeah, that
No, it's
character
amazing.
is basically these two guys, and they're like the best part of the film.
Fantastic.
Oh,
them
just
and that
about.
prison scene.
Just about them and the prison. It's just, if you love side characters who just steal the show, go see Logan Lucky.
And then also watch Hamlet 2.
And then, watch Hamlet 2. Because
Hamlet 2 is just a great movie.
It's just an excellent piece of work. I mean, they just really did it correct.
How do you do Hamlet 2 wrong? To be fair.
Being bad, and not, like, intentional bad, but actually very smart and good.
That doesn't make any sense.
You don't get Steve Coogan, and there's your first screw-up. And you don't put Vitamin J in, and there's your second
You need
screw-up.
Vitamin J.
Yeah.
And then you don't have the paper shop guy.
The what?
Glenn, I think is his name.
Oh.
Yeah. Those three things are how you make Hamlet 2 bad.
That's fair.
Also by not having the Gay Men's Choir of Tucson.
Oh my god, the Gay Men's Choir of Tucson.
Can we just gush about Hamlet 2 for a moment?
We could.
We did.
One of these days, we're just gonna do, not even like a riff tracks, it's just gonna be us
Recording us watching Hamlet 2.
and just enjoying the movie.
Like, it's not even us making jokes or anything, it's just, oh my god, this movie.
Oh, here comes that scene!
Because legally we have to give commentary, or else it's just hard copyright infringement. We'll just give in the occasional, this is great.
You guys like this scene? I love this scene.
I love all scenes.
I just like scenes. I don't care what's going on.
Show me a movie, I'll say that was a good scene. Don't show me Suicide Squad.
There's no scenes, only sequences.
Don't show me Birdman. I can't say anything until the end of the movie, and that upsets me.
It's a one-shot film, okay, with one really long scene. Oh!
It's actually a 3-shot film.
Yes, because it's not possible. Also, if you actually, somebody mapped it out based off the camera movements, and it's I can't remember if it was like hard impossible. Yeah, I think it wasn't that the theater layout is not correct. It changes like every 30 minutes. The layout changes. Not that that's something they can be faulted for, and nobody's mentally tracked. It did not feel like it, but I just thought that was, interesting how little it felt like that.
No, it was a really well done movie.
It's a 4-dimensional theater, though.
Eventually, we'll get a podcast where we're not a movie podcast, but today is not that day.
That's because 8 fucking articles about DCEU came out last night.
Oh my god, yeah. No, Matt Reeves' Batman, such a mess.
Yeah, so in recap, Matt Reeves' Batman is not
DCEU.
going to have Batman or Batfleck, and it is
we
not
don't know
part.
about that.
It is
It's
almost
now up in the
certainly, but it's very confusing.
Very confusing.
It's not part of the DC cinematic universe. There's going to be 5 Harley Quinn films and 4 Joker films. Some of that is crossover.
I don't want it to be that many.
There are 5 in development that contain Harley Quinn and 4 that contain
Robbie,
Joker.
though, was a great Harley Quinn.
Yes.
Margot Robbie is only in like 3 of them.
Yeah.
She is going to be in Sirens.
Yeah, she's in Sirens.
She
Suicide
is going to
Squad
be
2.
in the Harley film. She's going to be in Suicide.
Joker and Harley.
If that's us, yeah.
Maybe Joker Origins.
Flashpoint might have a different Harley, though. If any Harley at all.
He's gonna run back in time and punch the testicles of everyone's parents so that they come out differently.
That's not how that works.
He goes back in time and he shakes their testicles so the chromosomes get all swapped and it's just gender bent Flashpoint.
Okay, whoa, wait. Yeah,
whoa. Back up.
Slow it down.
Because you're onto something there. A female Joker and a male Harley Quinn.
Female Joker is always... That's actually the one gender bend that doesn't work.
That's Connor's kink is female Joker.
No.
Or that League of Legends character who everybody... Oh, no, it's not legal. It's a standalone... You remember that picture that looked like... It always had the commentary, a gender-bent, steampunk, something Joker. How desperate are you? Because it was like, fake geek girls, and it turned out to be an actual character who just looks like a gender-bent, steampunk, something Joker. That's every time. That's what I think of.
Just gender bent steampunk Joker is always on your mind.
Yeah, a lot of the time.
I mean, at any point you could just say gender bent steampunk Joker, and I'm there.
You know, I'll look at it. I don't know how further I'll take it, but I'll certainly give it the time of day.
That's a lot more than we should give DCEU.
The time of day?
Yes.
Yeah.
They have done
If
too
the
much.
DCEU came up to me and said, "Hey, what time is it?" I'd say, "Fuck you, buy a watch."
Fuck you, buy a watch.
Yep.
What the fuck does
can
that
we-
even mean?
Just, like, beat the shit out of Warner Brothers executives.
Yeah, there's.
Is that illegal? Is
Yeah.
it lawful to just kill Warner Brothers executives?
It's lawful evil, so we're good.
Isn't there lawful friendly?
I want to be in a
evil friendly?
courtroom. In all fairness, Judge, my actions were within my alignment.
No, it's just... And do the defendants have a case, and you just play the 2-hour-long Suicide Squad in the courtroom? The judge... All charges waived.
You
You're
show
good
them
to go.
You show them the deleted scenes. Like, wow, those are great scenes. And now
No
I'm
one
going to
has
show
the
you what they
deleted
actually
scenes.
made.
There's like 40 minutes of Joker no one has.
They
Where
just
is
threw
it?
it away.
It's in hell.
They lit it on fire.
It's in Helena Bonham Carter's. I don't
Why
know.
is she at... What do you...
I don't know.
Because hell
Yeah.
is in her name.
Yeah. It's the
I'm not
closest
making
thing I
a
could go
connection
for.
here.
It's the closest thing I could go for. I'm sorry.
You have problems.
I do. We've talked about this in Pyre.
Got a lot of problems.
I do.
You know who doesn't have problems?
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton. He's
I
definitely
don't
got
know.
problems.
Sorry, we're on Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah. Yeah, for the
Uh,
record, we've never made the claim that Tim Burton doesn't have
No,
at
he's
least a
fucking
problem.
NetherRealms doesn't have any
He's
problems.
fucked up.
They've got a decent fighting game franchise that they're milking all it's worth.
They did Mortal Kombat 10, so I don't know.
They also did Injustice.
Injustice Gods Among Us? That was a great game. What do you mean? Everybody I've spoken to loves that game.
Sure.
I've only ever heard, wow.
It's my favorite.
No, just wow.
Wow! And then they move
On the game, you know, they put a quote or whatever.
The back
It's
of the
just,
cover.
Wow.
New York
Cited
Times.
Whoever.
Wow!
Yeah.
Game Informer. Wow! You know,
Owen
PC
Wilson.
ba-
Wow.
God.
Well, that one's not surprising at all.
Wow.
You do anything. Hey, Owen Wilson, how's the weather today? Wow. Okay.
In the words of a local businessman, wow.
Greg from accounting. Wow.
Paul from marketing. Wow.
Wow. It's a
You
tweet.
know,
Just a screen
when
cap
Paul
of his
Marketing
tweet.
says it, suddenly I'm sold.
Yeah.
Something about that guy.
He's got some good marketing tech.
You know what he doesn't have?
Followers.
Drones. For drugs.
Drones for drug smuggling.
Drugs,
This is
drones.
just one of the few guys that's been caught. This has been a huge thing going on.
There haven't been as many as I thought there would be, though.
Getting caught, that's the difference.
You know, I feel like border crossing drug smuggling drones is the worst way to smuggle drones because it's counteracted by looking up.
Well,
Just being in the
No, just
general
do,
vicinity
you don't
of
want
the
to
border.
look
carrier.
up because the fucking sun is above you.
Put mirrors on the bottom of the drone.
Boom. That's how you do
You
it.
can't see it.
No, actually, better yet, you put an LED panel on the bottom of it, as small as possible to hide it. You put a camera on top of it,
Well,
so
I
it's
mean, yeah.
always playing
No,
the feed of
ideally
the sky
that's the
above.
best, but as a drug dealer, I don't have that kind of
Tech.
care. So I'm just gonna strap some mirrors onto it and let people watch themselves above themselves for a moment.
Just look up. Wow,
What am I doing up there?
like that.
What am I doing with my life?
I mean, if anything, I would go like
catching drone smuggling drones, bro.
I'd
Wait,
be real
drug
stupid about-
smuggling drone.
drone
Can you
smuggling
smuggle
drugs
drones?
inside of drugs. Just put them inside a watermelon.
Police, wait a second. Sifts through a bag of cocaine. There's drones in here. Get him. The drugs are just a cover. No, I mean, that's got to be both one of the best ways and the worst ways to smuggle drugs, though. I don't know where I sit on this, because there's been a few
sit
people
on
on your
top of
ass.
No, you saw the guy in the hammock. You sat in the hammock with the drones doing the drugs across the border.
and it's always like a small amount. It's like no more than a couple pounds worth.
No more than a cup.
No more than a cup of drone.
It's just a Dixie cup.
Only 1 cup drone.
With a little bit of heroin in it, just flying around. Okay, do it again. Actually, what's most impressive is those things only have like a 9-minute battery on a lot
You can
of them.
upgrade. You
You
can
can strap more
to
batteries
it.
on there.
Yes,
This
because
guy's never smuggled drugs before.
Oh no, Connor, we're replicating ourselves.
That's not true at all. I've never been to Mexico.
Shit.
Or, like, the border.
See, you're fine though, because when anybody says, "What did you do?" We just put more 8-pound batteries on it,
I've got a lot
and
of...
it still flew. They'd be like, "Okay, well, this guy's clearly a dumbass. He's not even a suspect."
He's a mathematical genius.
A mathematical drug smuggling genius.
So what we did is we put the batteries on the drone, but then it was too heavy, so we put some helium balloons underneath it to counteract the weight of the batteries. So now you can just put more batteries on it.
Why don't
Well,
you
then
just
you
now
know-
use a helium balloon with a fan?
A remote control fan?
Just a little
What are
USB
you, some
fan.
kind of genius engineer that can make things with your mind?
How to smuggle drugs.
Cyborg?
You take a parcel, you inflate a balloon with helium, tie the balloon off to the strings holding the parcel together, put a fan on it, and just watch it go. It's brilliant.
You know, I really love JPEGs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. Those are just JPEGs.
Can we just talk about this for a second?
Audio listeners, sorry. There, not Injustice with the Green Lantern victory screen. It shows him with the Green Lantern chorus behind him. He's a 3D model moving, and they've got like 10 JPEGs of the other Green Lanterns just kind of
They've
point
got
A, point B, point A, point B.
Yeah, it's-
Rocket Raccoon on the left and Iron Man on the right.
Yeah, this is really weird.
Yeah, they're
Alright,
kind of
NetherRealm's
confused.
no longer as good.
Oh, this was
That
the
did it for me.
This was the line
That
crossed.
was it. Yeah.
The fact that they used a JPEG.
Yeah.
10. 1
10.
would have been okay.
If there was one character that they just were like, "Fuck, I'm not making that model," that would have been one thing. But they were like, any amount, that's too much work.
I'm still ready for that Buddy Cop Green Lantern Corps movie, though.
That would be something.
If John Boyega gets cast, if that dream just happens, I'm 100% behind it.
But who would be buddy-buddy with John Boyega?
Matthew McConaughey.
Oh,
He's the experienced buddy Green Lantern cop that's teaching him so he can retire.
I've been a Green Lantern before it was cool.
It's never been cool to be a Green Lantern.
They're kind of
Try
like
to tell that to Matthew McConaughey.
They're pretty fucking lame. Every other Lantern is cooler, other than Blue, than Green Lantern.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, we have to agree that the Red Lantern Corps is the best.
Only because of the cat.
Because of the cat. Dexter is great.
Without the cat, Red Lantern Corps is just a bunch of edgy faggots.
The
To be
cat
fair.
has the best... That's the most tragic backstory ever, is that cat.
Oh no, my owner got murdered or whatever.
My owner
I'm
got
angry.
raped and murdered, and then I was forced out
There was
onto
a
the
rape?
street. Yeah. And then I was
Oh,
forced out
shit.
on the streets, and I was captured by 2 people, put into a bag, beaten up, and then thrown off a bridge for shits and giggles.
I get it.
it's because they shit on the cat.
Yeah. That was a joke, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to be that guy.
Pretty sure the joke is I've never picked up this game.
I'm pretty sure the joke is that Solomon Grundy's my main.
It's because we killed that rhyming captain. You got it. Throw it back to one of our gameplays. We don't do stuff.
We really don't do things.
One time we did a thing.
I
That
did a
was
thing
cool.
once. I never wanted to do anything else after that.
I don't know. It's weird
Grumpy
to
Cat's
have a
just not funny.
podcast. I'm one under the umbrella of you doing other stuff, but in that it is a podcast, you can't just have it hard reference the other things because you have 2 different audiences going on. We're MoistyBoiz doing gameplays, and we're also MoistyBoiz doing the podcast, but we can't be MoistyBoiz podcast talking about MoistyBoiz gameplays.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that, especially because if you put out just a little bit too much content in the gameplay, and then expect it to be researched in order to listen to the podcast,
Right. Yeah.
that's just not a good time.
Fine. I'm just saying that sometimes we say some really wonky shit, And
No doubt.
maybe
Okay, name one wonky shit thing I've said.
Hi.
something that we haven't cut or something that we kept in.
Something we have. There's only been one thing we've cut, so you don't get to pull that card.
Okay.
And that's not
And that
wonky.
wasn't wonky shit. That
That-
was just apparently
if-
not sensible for the children.
If that's your definition of wonky, I don't want to know your definition of horrendously depraved.
There's nothing that's horrendously depraved.
Oh man. Hey, so that keyword though, I'll refrain from saying it, but boy, was that a fun topic.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Boy.
speaking of crime, drug smuggling drones.
Yeah. You killed
Threw up.
Michael.
I threw up a little bit in my mouth thinking about it.
Oh, man.
Drug smuggling drones are the thing we cut.
The thing that we can't say.
Oh,
that which
man.
cannot be
There'd have
said.
been so much else going in your mouth.
Oh, okay. Stop
Can
it.
we
Stop
not?
it.
No,
Stop
no,
it.
we're
Stop
done.
it.
We're
This is-
done.
No, it's actually very much not okay, and I don't ever want to discuss it
Speaking
again.
of crime, Pizza Hut almost got robbed.
Almost. How do you almost rob a Pizza Hut, you ask? Well,
So the guy goes in and he tells the cashier, "Hey, open the register. I'm robbing you."
Open the register. Stop having it be closed.
And the cashier is like, "Hey, so I can't open it without my manager. Can you wait for the manager?"
Nah, man.
And then the cops arrived. And that was it. The guy got arrested.
Hey, let me go call my manager so he can come in and open
No,
this
for
thing.
real. How to thwart a robbery? I can't open this. My manager can. He's on a smoke break. Can you wait a minute? You're like with the gun or whatever. Step back in line. The next people order.
I like to imagine they're like, hey, can you just stand aside? We got a bit of a line. I swear he's on his way, but just if you could. And then he just waits.
When the people are ordering, give him the payment. Opens the register to put it in.
The chef actually makes the people's orders while this is all going on.
Why? And you don't stop business because of a gun.
What
It's
are
like
we?
If a guy came in here right now with the gun, are we gonna stop recording?
Probably not. Not
No,
gonna
Probably
lie.
not,
honestly,
yeah.
That's probably the best thing that's ever happened to us.
Thank you. We
Wow,
needed some fresh
man,
content.
This home assault and rape fest was the best thing that ever happened to the MoistyBoiz. Get
I like-
thrown off the bridge, not so much. Luna's next star.
Oh.
Oh, no, I'm sad.
Yeah, you die.
It's my cat.
Oh, I gotta replace you and Michael? 2 new positions hiring MoistyBoiz. Local Arizona is wanted.
Please don't come from other states. We don't like your kind.
If you're from Idaho,
Idaho.
I'm interested in meeting people from Idaho because it's the one state that I don't think I've ever known anybody from. It's very self-inclusive. I feel like Idaho is its own thing, and people who are born in Idaho die in Idaho.
I feel like a lot of places are like that. You just gotta go find a small town.
Yeah, like
Idaho
anywhere
is
in the
only small
Midwest.
town.
Idaho is the only small town?
No, it is only small town.
Idaho is the only small town.
No!
The entire state of Idaho is a small town.
Yeah, is what he's claiming.
You guys.
You just said Idaho is
Idaho
all small town.
It's only small town.
Yeah, he said the entire state of Idaho
Idaho
is
That's
small
not what
town.
I'm
Small
saying.
town.
That's
I'm not saying it's
exactly
all
what
small.
you're saying.
It is only small town.
And that's what he's
You
saying.
keep saying small town, not small towns.
I'm not
There's a
saying
plural
it's
you're
small-
missing.
No, Idaho. Like one of the traits defining Idaho is only small town. It only has small towns. Idaho is only
That's
small
what he
town.
just said.
He's saying it's one big small town. I'm saying it's multiple small towns.
You keep saying
It's not
small
that.
town, not
It-
small
yes!
towns.
It's a trait. It's a descriptor.
Idaho is only
I'm not
small
saying-
town.
If I was saying Idaho is made up of only small towns, is the same thing as me saying Idaho is only small town.
If it wasn't obvious, we ran out of content, apparently.
I said no. Fuck you. Can't go back to bitching about Matt Reeves or whatever. That's a good talking point.
No, I think...
Well, are we not gonna talk about Justice League on the 23rd episode of Justice League podcast?
Yeah.
'Cause it's all we do.
We talked about Justice League.
We could also go back to talking about...
We said the Green Lantern thing.
Yeah, we do.
Oh.
Okay. You know, here's so Judge Judy Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I
What else?
actually didn't like watch a whole lot about it because I I don't know. I was like,
I
what
didn't
could
watch
I
all
do?
the way through.
What could
Yeah.
I do today? Watch a 30-minute court case or not?
Yeah, no, I just edged instead. So this guy takes this guy to court because of stolen Yu-Gi-Oh cards or whatever. That's a premise. This is what should have happened with Killian.
Yeah.
Name dropping.
Yeah,
He'll
he
never
deserves
see
it.
This guy.
If he does, he deserves
This
it.
guy, years ago, we had like a game club kind of thing going on with a lot of friends. Kind of like how a lot of comic book store groups are, just without the store.
Yeah, just in a library.
And, so sometimes we would loan cards for decks or something and let people borrow stuff. And this guy stole two, I think it was $50 worth of cards at the time. And just
Elspeths were like,
claimed
what,
that he
$20?
no longer had them.
He stole 2 Elspeths.
He borrowed them and then he sold them.
Yeah.
Yeah. He sold
Gotta
cards that
be-
he was borrowing and
be
then,
more random.
it somehow played it off to where he wasn't the bad guy. Not that anybody bought it.
Yeah, no. He was out of Games Club.
Mm-hmm. No, that was a fucking mess. So this guy takes his friend to court because he stole Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Like, no longer part of our story.
Yeah.
Guy takes his friend
No,
to court.
recapping is, same premise. This is something that we picked up here because we have had personal experience with this. Personally, instead of going full legal matters, in any situation like this where you have the group, I vote you always sunny it. You in-house courthouse, take care of the problem, do whatever, crash the serial car, then can pay for the Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
You know, the next season of Always Sunny has a very good episode of a court case.
No, that's this one.
You know, you said, can we
It's
go
in the
1
season.
week without talking about Justice League? And
We've gone a lot of weeks without Always Sunny.
I
Yeah.
feel like the actual question is, can we go 1 week without Michael talking about the new season of Always Sunny?
Okay. No, that's
Yeah, no.
And
fair
about
enough.
how you can't see what's on it,
Yeah.
but you should see what's on the
Yeah.
No,
disc.
it's Connor doesn't want to accept the method that I have acquired them with.
pirating.
Yeah, it is. I'm a butt pirate.
You're a piece of shit with no honor and no integrity.
Uh-huh.
Mulan's dad would be ashamed.
Mulan had a dad.
I think that more
Yeah,
Worf would
that's
be
why
ashamed.
she went to war, is because she had a dad.
What?
And he was just
I thought
no
she
good.
went to war because she was proving a woman thing.
No, it's because her dad was old and decrepit, and they called him back, and she's like, what the fuck? He's clearly a cripple, and he's already served once. He's crippled because of the last war. And they're like, nope, you gotta send the,
Oldest
either the
son?
guy or the oldest son. And it's like, well, they have no son. And then she was like,
and then she's like,
I'm
I have
the
honor.
son.
And then Worf was just saying, you have no honor?
So she put a big old dicko
No, that was
on.
in Tarzan.
Worf?
Yeah.
The guy from Star Trek.
Yeah.
He was in Tarzan.
Oh, okay. Was he really?
No, just roll
Yes.
with it.
Okay.
I'm like,
Okay, no, he wasn't. He was.
you don't watch things. He was in
I don't.
Upalalu, the Diamond Falls or whatever. Like beat
I
up
don't
Tarzan,
watch things.
killed his son or whatever.
He was in George of the Jungle
George.
with Brendan Fraser.
How's Brendan Fraser not gone yet?
How is he not God yet?
No, gone.
God.
Like,
How
not
is
dead.
he still relevant?
Yes, every couple months someone will bring up, hey, Brendan Fraser, and he'll be sad or trying to do something or whatever, and then it won't happen.
You mean like the various pictures of him being sad and just doing
Yeah,
his life?
They
but...
just keep coming up. Can we stop looking at Brendan Fraser?
No.
No, I really can't.
I can't.
That's why
It's-
these images keep persisting, is because people like me can't stop looking at Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser's great. I love him.
He's bothered me so much that I no longer enjoy Nathan Fillion.
What?
Yep.
How so?
Because Nathan Fillion's in the same boat. He doesn't
Okay.
do shit.
No, I
he
get
keeps
it.
trying to do shit. People are like,
I
oh my
get
god,
it.
Nathan Fillion. His golden age is long past. I'm no longer on the let's get Nathan Fillion more work boat. If it happens, it happens. Stop trying to fucking...
I feel like that ended when Castle started, just about
No.
for me, or when Castle
It got
was
stronger when Castle started.
because it was sort of just like, hey, remember that guy who did Serenity? Hey, remember that guy who was Captain Hammer? Let's have him do some other stuff.
He was great as Captain
He was
Hammer,
great
though.
as Captain.
He was great. It was.
He's great in a lot of stuff.
He's great.
Not gonna lie though, I usually would. There's been a lot of times where I see him in a role, and I'm like, man, how great would this be if it was Patrick Warburton? Because visually they're like not similarly looking, but they
No,
kind
I
of,
get you.
they fill the screen the same way. But he doesn't have a cool voice and just amazing comedic chops. like Warburton does.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, Nathan Fillion definitely would have destroyed Emperor's New Groove.
Well, yeah. Like, as a voice actor, I have no interest in Nathan Fillion.
No, you didn't like Guardians 1? The 5 seconds he was in it when he got face raped?
That's right, he was,
He was that big blue brute.
That's right, he was the guy who got his nose ripped out by Groot. Or no, his brain, like, seeded.
It was...
Yeah, he was nose fucked hard, though.
It was weird.
It was weird. Oh, speaking of that, though, what's his name? Did Guardians?
James Gunn?
James Gunn, officially on Guardians 3.
Despite saying, I don't want to be on Guardians 3.
I know in the past we spoke of... So yeah, he was... After Guardians 2, I don't want to do Guardians 3 because it's a whole lot of work and I've put a lot into 1 and 2 and I don't think I would get to do as much with 3. But Marvel something gave him more range, more money or whatever. He's like, yeah, I'm in Guardians 3.
If you had more money
managing
around.
Marvel's cosmic universe for the next 10 years, so...
Yeah, so Guardians 3 is going to set up just about everything, it turns out.
Yeah. It's... Guardians 3 is, and I quote, setting up the next 10 to maybe 20 years of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's adding a lot. And it's due after the next 2 Avengers movies. So it still isn't even for a while.
Yeah, no, but it's going to play a huge role. And I can't say I blame him, because he very much is kind of... And we've kind of talked about this a little bit. He's very attached to his work, from what I can gather.
Right.
He's definitely the kind of person who likes to see things through and, you know, is proud to claim that, you know, something that he did was his. And I don't get that vibe from a lot of other people. But I don't know. If they said to me, hey, that series you started is going to be like a huge thing, I wouldn't trust anyone else with it. I'd be like, I definitely want this to be mine. And if that's cool with you, that would be dope.
I don't think when Guardians 1, happened, even Marvel was thinking at the time, this is going to be a huge keystone of our plan.
No, it was pretty much just, hey, this could be fun. It's something different. Let's have an all-comedy movie.
And it was fucking great.
And then it went really well, and they're like, let's
we have
try
a Marvel
it again.
formula now.
Let's do it again. And then it was even bigger the second time. Like, I'm not saying quality-wise, but as a thing. And now it's just kind of umbrellaed into Guardians is now overseeing half of the MCU.
Mm-hmm. Which is kind of a bummer in some ways, actually.
A little bit.
Of all the groups, heroes, series, franchises, whatevers, to become, the flagship for MCU, I, 1, would not have expected that, and 2, probably wouldn't have asked for it.
If I had to choose one of their movies to be their flagship...
Because it was Iron Man up until mid...
No, it was...
Iron Man was kind of their jumping off
through
point.
Ultron.
Through Ultron, I think.
End of Ultron is when Iron Man is MCU ended.
Mm-hmm.
And even though it's not popular, Thor has gotten about the same amount of movies now as Iron Man.
No.
No, not at all.
Iron Man 1, 2, and 3 alone outdoes Thor 1, 2.
No, I'm not saying
Plus being in
earned,
both Avengers films.
but
No,
Thor has
Iron
had
Man-
3 movies.
Thor is going to have a third
Yeah.
movie come November.
I'm
But
not saying
Iron-
they've made
He
anywhere
was in
near as
both
much.
Avengers.
No,
Iron Man
they-
was in his 3, both Avengers, and then
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, he's been much more involved, frustratingly. It's... If I had to choose one movie to flagship it, it's not going to be Captain America.
No.
Hands down, no. Not Iron Man, because MCU Iron Man is a cuck.
Ant-Man.
I don't care enough about...
Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
I love Paul Rudd. Love him to death.
And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that.
Maybe... Not new Spider-Man, because Tom Holland was good, but he's not enough to...
Yeah.
Here's what I want as the umbrella. And not... Actually, Thor is kind of up there with Guardians now. With Ragnarok, they're splicing him in with what Guardians is doing.
Yeah, no, he's.
And I get the point because Guardians is the.
I mean,
easiest.
we watched Pornhub. We saw the trailer for Infinity Wars on Pornhub.
It's sort of like, how do we get in space and expand and build lore and do all this other stuff without a shit ton of standalone films? Hey, I got this thing called Guardians of the Galaxy.
We're gonna kind of use it as world building and introduce the big villain, and then Earth is gonna get involved.
Thanos was introduced back in Avengers in 2012, and it's now going to be 6 years later until we actually see him on film.
You saw him on film.
No, like as a character on screen. I don't think Guardians 1 really counts.
Fair enough.
It's 6 years between Avengers 2012 and Infinity Wars 2018 that Thanos was teased as villain and Thanos is now villain. That's a long time frame. That's a shit ton of kids been born and died since then.
6 years? That's a shit
6
ton of
years.
kids that have been born.
And died.
There's a lot of people died. You can't just say kids specifically died.
Alright, well, are you saying kids didn't die?
Well, I'm saying that more than just kids died.
Avengers has been keeping children alive for 6 years.
Kids
No
go to
kid
the
has died in the past 6 years because of Avengers.
kids go to the hospital and the Make-A-Wish
Now I see
Foundation.
why they
I
want
want to
Joss
meet
Whedon
Iron
for
Man, and then
lead.
like the kid comes in, and then you gotta get. That's gotta be the worst sensation ever. If like I want to meet Iron Man for the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and they have to bring Robert Downey Jr. in there.
Yo, Chris Pratt's gonna have loads of work.
Yeah.
With how Guardians is going, I don't think he's gonna be out of work for a long ass time. He's got Jurassic World 2. He had Passengers, which was weird.
I don't think Jurassic World is going to go into a 3.
Yeah.
It might.
I hope it doesn't.
I hope it doesn't. I actually didn't hope for 2,
Yeah.
but it
no.
might.
1, it was like, okay, that was cool, we're done. Unless they take it into space. Moon Colony, Jurassic World, just jump the shark, go as hard as possible.
As hard B movie as you can.
So are we talking
Then I'd
like
be down.
Overwatch Moonbase, but instead of gorillas, it's velociraptors?
No, see, that was science and test. Pure amusement park on the moon that's also dinosaurs.
Ah, shit.
No
yeah.
reason. It's just
Zero
Jurassic
grab
Park.
dinosaurs?
It's just we took Jurassic Park, we made it bigger, we put it on the moon. There's some weird shit going on.
It's a Moonbase.
Moon dinosaurs. It's not a moon base.
Not
It is
a
a
moon base,
moon,
it's a moon
theme
park.
There's nothing headquartery. There's nothing basey. There's no
You need to have
apartment
a headquarters
homes.
at a
No, there's
No,
no
just
city.
moon park.
It is literally an entirely vacant moon, a landing pad, and a Jurassic Park.
No, it's an entirely vacant moon, a landing pad, and then just expanse of dinosaurs.
No, it's gotta be Jurassic Park. They can't be free range on a moon. That's not visually interesting.
Yeah, no, I don't want
What
to
if there's-
safari out with free-range moon
So,
dinosaurs.
what about the aquatic dinosaurs? Are there just like bubbles of water
No,
floating
they're not
within
there.
there? Oh, okay.
They were always the weakest ones anyway.
Did you see the end of Jurassic World?
I did.
They're pretty
and
strong.
I didn't care for that.
No, the end of Jurassic World was weird.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm saying they are physically strong.
I did like the introduction scene for that giant, whatever it is. It was very SeaWorld. Kind of cool.
It was like the Shamu of Jurassic World. And at the end, it did what Shamu does best.
Kill
Eats
Murdered
people.
its trainer.
Yeah.
Oh, man. How many trainers has Shamu killed now? It's been like 3 or 4?
Oh,
3, I
no.
think.
I
It's not frequent. It's actually a very small amount.
really?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I would have thought
sadly
it blew
enough.
through them.
No, they would have stopped having it if that was the case.
You'd think I would have been at 1, but nope.
That's a freak accident, it's 1.
And 2 is a freak accident.
2 is that, okay, maybe there's some merits.
Maybe we can just get people who we don't want to hire anymore and make them train Shamu.
Remember how we said it's really weak to... I think you and I had this in a... Damn it. We were talking about this in StarCraft. Damn it.
Oh, what about...
Well, you know what? I'm
What
gonna
was
just
the topic?
gonna call back to it.
Yeah.
Which was just, it's really weak to, instead of firing someone, just phase them out of the company.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how they do it in SeaWorld. Is if you want to fire somebody but can't, you just make them
You
Shamu's
hire
trainer.
them on Shamu.
And just like, okay, Shamu will fix the problem.
To phase them out, you just schedule Shamu and you starve Shamu.
So, Shamu has killed 3 people.
Yeah.
One of them in front of a crowd.
Nice.
2 months after it killed the previous one.
Is that for real?
Yep.
Oh, that's dope as shit. I mean, like, obviously it's horrible someone died, but also it was SeaWorld, so they kind of deserved it.
Like, hey,
take your kids to
Shamu.
SeaWorld.
Hey, didn't Shamu do that bad thing not that long ago? He's okay now. You
He
sure?
changed.
That ain't me no more. I'm good, Shamu.
I ain't killing trainers no more.
It's been 4
I like
years, or it's been
living-
7 years.
Living.
I guess that one's still dead for now, probably.
Shamu.
The one that
Yeah, they've gone through, what, 2 or 3?
because it was a
Oh,
2010.
wow.
How as many trainers? Twice as many trainers?
Every
They've
time,
got great turnaround, trainer to Shamu rate.
every time they kill a trainer, they put it down and replace it. No, that's not true at all.
No,
They would
it
never
isn't.
do that.
That's how they could get the that Shamu had a really good KDR.
Yeah, no. Is it the same Shamu that killed all 3, or was
It's
it
the
the
same.
Shamu that
It was
only
one
killed
Shamu
2?
that killed all 3.
Man,
That's
King
a great
Shamu.
KDR.
Yeah, that was the best. That was the golden age of Shamu. Was
when
when
it
they had
killed
the
3
strongest Shamu.
Yeah, he had a 3-1 KD ratio.
He brought in the most money, and he ate the most trainers. He was just a good Shamu all around.
I'd go as, man, let's go to SeaWorld, see if a trainer gets murdered.
Want to go to SeaWorld? Do you think someone might die today?
That's Jurassic
Possibly.
Park. That's Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Is the golden age
Let's go to
kill
SeaWorld
feed
and see if
Shamu
anyone dies.
was real life Jurassic Park.
You know what? I think that was the real attraction. Isn't let's go see dinosaurs, they're extinct and that's cool. Not let's go see the marvels of science. It's let's go see if someone dies. That could be cool.
If we had live trainers just going into the lion and bear pits while I'm at the zoo to do whatever, I'm there.
Give them like gladiator armor.
Yeah,
Dude,
no,
if
no,
I could go into a bear
you
pit,
give them the net. They've got a helmet or whatever.
I'd be down to do that. Go
We
to
need-
the bear pit.
Modern day gladiator.
I'd go watch
battles.
Michael die.
I don't know if I'd pay, but I guess I'd. If someone bought me the ticket, I would go and see it.
You're not
I
going
don't know. That was
give
my
me moral
stance
support.
with the last night, and we saw
Oh.
how that went.
You abandoned your morals when you got in the bear pit with gladiator armor. You need no support.
I'm a
New
moral.
requirement: bear wears a Bane mask.
I don't know if it's a handicap or if it gives the bear the confidence it needed to kill.
Yeah,
It's good not. It can't maul me at that point. It can just claw me to death.
it's not about the mauling.
It's about the spectacle.
It's gonna break your back.
over its bare knee.
The bear is gonna pick you up.
If I could see a bear doing wrestling moves, my life would be complete.
Oh
Like,
man.
Isn't he in Tekken?
There's a bear in Tekken, right?
No, they pulled him out. Remember?
Oh, that's what they put in the kangaroo.
That's
They were
right.
gonna put the kangaroo into Tekken 7,
And they lost
then-
all of Michael's money.
And yeah, so they're putting Geese Howard into Tekken 7.
Who?
Guy from KOF.
What?
It
King
means
of
nothing.
Fighters
It means
character.
nothing. It means
It-
nothing to either of you. But if someone's listening to me and
Hey,
they don't
that
know
one
about this,
listener that
they're
plays
putting
fighting
Geese
games.
Howard into Tekken 7.
We deleted Skullgirls, so you know how much we care.
Well,
It
we
was
always
my
like
option.
to like to end on a low note here on the MoistyVoice, and I think King of Fighters is as low of a note as we can hit. So thank you, and we'll see you next week when hopefully we don't talk about King of Fighters.